Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Eastern Michigan's offense will start this game off. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Dropping back, it's Snyder. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Fires to the tight end. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to move them on the counter. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
8th play of the drive coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Running back with Conferen. He's tackled at the 30-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Scanning the field, it's Snyder. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a 1st down.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's still 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Snyder. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Texas State's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Back open in the middle. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Snyder. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Handoff from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Eastern Michigan, 3, Texas State, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. He wants to throw here on second down. Setting up the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Pulls and fires complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Snyder. quickly complete. And the Eagles get the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that are so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The give from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Wants to throw. It's Snyder. Quickly out to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Wide out in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
Brings up 2nd down.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Mitchell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
The Bobcats will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun. The throw. He's got it on the move. That should be the final play of the first half.
Complete to the wideout.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Ypsilanti. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Offense lining up quickly. The give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, gave it the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They're setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's McLeod. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the middle, working that left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
Catch in the middle, it's Fox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here comes the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's McLeod. Snags it over the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Texas State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 36, set to kickoff.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Holds and fires complete to the right.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. To the air, it's Snyder. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Looking for a block. It's Wilson. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Got his man on the right. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sideline. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking downfield, it's Snyder. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Coming up.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Wilson. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've done a lot of really nice things on the road in this game so far, and that's why they have the lead. But after that incompletion now, you can sense the momentum now switching back to the home team late in this game.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice job there by the QB because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive points.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll keep it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 3. 2nd down coming up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Keeps looking downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Looking for a man. It's McLeod. He finds his man. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Snyder. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Feeling some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air, it's Snyder. He wants a big play here late. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Right on target this time. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
It's second down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.
Texas State